Welcome back, true believers, to another Spider-Man PS4 Leah video, and today is an interesting topic that I have for you guys today, is that my question I am proposing to all of you is, will web-swinging tricks be manual or automatic? And what I am talking about is, in Spider-Man 2 and even Spider-Man 3, we got manual web-swinging tricks, where after you let go of your web line, you could push X or A, depending if you're playing on PlayStation or Xbox, and do tricks in the air, and you could time your tricks to do certain faster tricks or a long process of one giant epic trick that you could do in Spider-Man 2, and it was really cool seeing that play out because of how you felt like you were controlling Spider-Man in certain cool different ways. And then Spider-Man 3, they kind of expanded upon that by if you tapped L2 or LT twice, and hit one of the main buttons, like, triangle, square, circle, X, or Y, X, B, A, and double tap L2 and hit them and hold them at the same time, you could do different tricks in Spider-Man 3, and they could be like a stationary stance, a twirl, a flip, or kind of like a body contortion type move that you could only see Spider-Man do because of how acrobatic he is. And what you're seeing right now, of course, is Ultimate Spider-Man, and in that game, if you can only do about 3 to 4 tricks, where you could do a kind of back flip, you could do that big back flip, or you can do the triple helix angel dive flip, which is my favorite one. And the majority of other Spider-Man games, like you're seeing right now with Ultimate Spider-Man, these tricks were automatic. And what I mean by the difference between manual and automatic tricks is that manual, of course, means you are pushing the button to make Spider-Man do a certain trick. Like, the one that sticks out in my head is the kind of really contorted, cool front flip that Spider-Man could do in Spider-Man 3, where he could stick his legs out but curl his torso in and do unlimited front flips. Excuse me. And, oh god. And he could do that. Woo! My god. Excuse me. Everyone, I apologize. And you could do that in multiple ways with Spider-Man in that game, and it was really cool because of how manual the tricks felt, and like you felt like you were controlling Spider-Man's movement. Same thing in Spider-Man 2, which is another reason why people love the web swinging in that game so much, is because you can control the epic movements that Spider-Man could do, either with this really fast tricks or the thought-out long epic trick. And with this, the recent Spider-Man games have only been able to do the automatic tricks where, like I was saying, Ultimate Spider-Man, you could go faster with some backflips, or you could go higher and do a bigger flip, and it all depends on, even in the newer Spider-Man games, it depends on if you are swinging to go more forward or swinging to go more upward. And what I mean by that is, if you are playing Web of Shadows, for example, there are a lot of tricks you can do in that game, but you have to be smart with how you web swing and choose whether or not you are trying to web swing for distance or for height. The main trick that sticks out for me for height is that kind of upside down corkscrew screwdriver type move, where Spider-Man, of course, his feet and himself are going in like a roundabout 360 movement, and his head is down but his feet are up while he's going up, doing an insanely cool corkscrew move. And the one where he is going forward, he just launches himself forward, or does like a front flip forward and does a back flip afterwards. So he does a lot of cool aerial tricks in that game. The Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2 had the same thing, where if you're going higher, Spider-Man would do a stationary pose and then a back flip down, or he would do some twirls. He would try and launch himself to go higher in the air. He would do like a body launch. And then in The Amazing Spider-Man 2, he did backflips, he did front flips, he did side twirls, he did lots of things. So those are all automatic tricks where you are just seeing Spider-Man go and do the trick himself, and you just have to web swing either really fast or really high to have him do that trick, but you are not pushing any buttons for him to do that trick. So that is why I am proposing the question, will Insomniac Games make the tricks manual or automatic? And personally, I hope they are manual, and it's because we've had tons of Spider-Man games already, and the majority of them have had automatic web swinging tricks instead of manual ones. The only two that stick out to my head again are Spider-Man 3 and 2, and it would be cool because of how, again, Spider-Man in this game is fully experienced. He is a master of being Spider-Man. He is in his prime right now, so he should be able to do really unique stunts and tricks in the air. We haven't really seen any web-swinging tricks. We did see that amazing, beautiful parkour scene where he's running through the cafe. That is the parkour mechanic at work, but as for just web-swinging alone, all we have seen so far is the gameplay in the beginning of the trailer where you just see him swinging down that street, and then that shot afterwards where you see him from like the bottom view, and then you see him kind of like swinging with both of his hands. But I think that is like one of those in-game scenes. I don't think that is a scene you are controlling, but it is a really cool scene, and it kind of showed again that you can dual web swing. He sticks out two of his hands and web swings with both of his hands. So if dual web swinging is in this game, that would be a really cool feature to have, especially if that can lead into webbing tricks and doing cool stunts in the air, because of course one of my favorite aspects, as all of your aspects of Spider-Man games, is to web swing in a very fun and fast-paced way, especially if you can do cool tricks, land them with style, and try and top like any of your like fantasies that you can do as Spider-Man. Like you want to do backflips, you want to jump off walls, you want to slide down the wall, you want to try and do a helix triple flip spin and do a front flip in the air and then land in an epic cool Spider-Man pose. Stuff like that is what we love about Spider-Man games. That is what I love about Spider-Man games, especially web swinging. Of course, that is all of our favorite things to do in Spider-Man games, is just free roam in New York City. And I think manual tricks would even improve that, where of course if you are not pushing a button, Spider-Man will still do cool moves, is what I hope is going to go down, is that if they do decide to do manual tricks, then if you don't decide to do them, then you'll just swing normally, but you'll do cool kind of like swinging motions. But if you press like square while you're in the air, Spider-Man might do like a twist. If you press X, he might do like a backflip. If you press triangle, he might do a front flip. Press circle, he might do a twist to the right. Or like, you know, he'll do like something with the webs, like try and swing while trying to web to a different building. Something like that, along with the web zip. He could do front flips, he could do side twirls, he can do contortions with his body in the air. Really cool movements that we can see be played out with Spider-Man, especially if we are the ones controlling the button pushes. It'll be a really cool experience to have us see be played out. And if they do go automatic, I would be fine with that, but just make it like Ultimate Spider-Man or Spider-Man Web of Shadows, in that sense where if you are trying to swing to go faster, Spider-Man will do more tricks related to speed, but if you're trying to go higher, Spider-Man will do more tricks related to height. So it would be really cool to see that be utilized in the game, and I know Insomniac will do a perfect job, and this is just another way that I know for a fact Insomniac will make one of the best traversal systems we have ever seen for Spider-Man in any video game ever. And the choice of automatic or manual web-swinging tricks isn't a big one, but it would just be a really tiny detail that'd be really cool and would make fans really happy. Same thing like in the Batman Arkham games. Batman can do the normal glide, he can dive bomb, he can go back up, he can grapple. If you press X a lot, he can grapple faster. With Spider-Man, he can swing, he can jump off buildings, he can web zip, he can, parkour. He does all these amazing things. So interpreting them into a game where you feel like you are Spider-Man, I would assume that they would want to make those tricks manual so you literally feel like you are Spider-Man. And I know for a fact Insomniac will do the right thing, whether that's manual tricks, automatic tricks, or maybe even a mix of both, or maybe something completely different. We don't know. This is just my speculation on what I would like to see. Let me know what all of your thoughts are in the comment section down below, True Believers. Thank you so much for watching, everybody, and make sure you all stay spectacular. Webheads, peace out.